Hey, Mr. Clash here. Today we're going to have a look at a failed cleanup attack. I'm the person doing the cleaning up this time instead of my failure being cleaned up. And the attacker is also from the clan that I'm in, Pennington Mob at the moment. So, let's have a look at the troops before we get into it. 39 hogs, something in the CC, 4 wizards, 4 gobs, and a giant. Let's have a look at the area of the clan castle pool. Area. So we'll just check the radius on that, and let's just get into the attack straight off the bat. We'll just have a bit of a look at it. Giant for distraction, and then 3 hogs down. So 20 troop space spent on getting the lure. Now you'll notice there's 4 heal spells. Okay, we can get rid of that clan castle range. 4 heal spells. So obviously with external heroes, 4 heal spells, you have to assume there's going to be a bit of a hero-hero swap. Pekka has come out of the clan castle. Poison onto, actually that was, yes, that was a poison spell dropped onto the heroes to slow them down and keep the Pekka alive, and 1 poison left up the sleeve. Now there is a lava hound in the clan castle, in the enemy clan castle obviously. Now that wizard has locked onto it, and at some point you just know that wizard is going to pop that clan castle as long as the Pekka keeps running around. So dropping the queen down here now. The queen will, of course, also lock onto the lava hound. So now they will be following those around. And now we've got a mass of hogs coming, a bit of a wall of hogs coming from the 3 o'clock position. And just let them filter onto all the various weapons. Put the heal spells where you think there are going to be bombs. Just keep an eye on the hogs as they come through. Now, obviously, all those hogs taking out those weapons have meant that the Pekka and friends, in this case, the Pekka has a queen with her, will survive. Now notice the hogs have split. Some went up to the top, some went down to the bottom. Now keep an eye on this massive of hogs about to run north from the clan castle. Watch what happens. And boom! Bacon. So that's a bacon maker bomb. And I'll be covering that a bit now. There's only a couple hogs left. All the hogs have been deployed, and we'll just speed it up now. There's a minute of that. The hogs won't survive too much longer. You've got a couple of testers up there. You've got a mortar up there as well. Now just check the range of the mortar, because that will become important a little bit later on. Okay, so queen, heroes walking around. Pekka has been destroyed, so just a bunch of wizards now. A little bit of cleanup left, and 2 builders' huts. And then look at that, had to activate the Queen's special ability, obviously get more archers onto the field of battle, so then when it comes time for the wall, try and punch through the wall with as many archers as you can. There's going to be another wall here now, just a little bit too much to get through, and that's it. Okay, now we'll go have a look at my troop, just have a look at the troop combo there, 39 hogs and a giant. So we'll just go over and have a look at my attack. Okay, before we get into what I'm doing here on my attack, let's just have a look at the troop combination I'm bringing. 9 wizards this time, 3 archers. Now, obviously, if there were archers in the previous attack, archers on each of those builders' huts, then the queen and her friends would have spent the time shooting through walls instead of running around at the base. So that was one definite element that would have been an improvement on the attack for sure. I'm bringing my own Pekka, and you'll also notice 2 Valkyries. Now, because I know that Clan Castle has a lava in it, and I don't care about luring it, I've only brought 1 poison, and the poison is for lava pups, and I've brought a skeleton spell. Now, the reason I've brought a skeleton spell is I'm trying to have an idea on what possibly maybe could possibly maybe go wrong. So there's a lot of possibly maybes in there. Now, I do know that there's a bacon killer up here, and I do understand that, but I did notice something else about the base. Now, when I do my little drawings and things like that, I'm using a tool called Epic Pen. I believe it's just epicpen.com. It's free. Okay, so you can sometimes just do a screen capture of the base, send it to your computer and draw on it, or you can use Sketch or Udoodle or something like that. Now, what I did notice was that there was a big gap here. So any hogs sent here, how they would path would be they would path this way in essence. They would go straight in, avoiding this top area altogether for the moment. Now, other hogs sent in on this archer tower would path like this, and hogs onto the wizard, and even some hogs onto this. I'm just tracing the lines of the pathing of these things. This is what I'm doing, tracing the pathing lines to see how things will go. And from here, so I'll get this sort of action. From here, I might get some that way, and then I might get a little bit of splitting up there. Now, I'm bringing clan castle hogs, so I'm just showing you how I drew the pathing to try and anticipate which way the hogs would be going. Now, obviously, hogs from here will then go this way and across to the cannon. Hogs from this archer tower, if this goes down, some hogs will there. Hogs from this archer tower will go to the cannon, from the cannon to this archer, from the archer to the mortar. Now, depending on what is or isn't up at that point in time, and this is the kicker here, if this air defense is up, then anything from here onto that air defense will be around this side of the air defense. So that's important. Now remember, there's a double bomb here, 2 little bombs. Now they're the hog killer. A double bomb with 2 little bombs will kill hogs. So, but those hogs will be up this side. Now from there, they will run to the cannon, but they've already started on this side, which means this big bomb over here, and then they will wrap around the cannon a little bit. So this big bomb and the little bombs will kill whatever hogs are around this side, but any hogs up this side should survive. Okay, now the other important thing is what I was showing you about the mortar, and the mortar's range covers in there as well. So what I really don't want to happen is have hogs in this area here that also get a big mortar bomb on them, because that really will wipe them out. But I'll just get rid of that mortar range because it's just interfering. Okay, so what's really important, the most important thing here to note is the initial, I'll just get rid of some of these other things here. Okay, so that's the hog pathing. As I drew the hog pathing, that is pretty well how the hogs will run through the base. You know, yeah, there's Teslas and things like that that I haven't drawn in, but I don't need to. Now what I'm saying is that's how the hogs will path through the base, and these ones will go up through here and then come down to there. Now if that is down, if this is down by any chance, now if I can get the timing right, some of these hogs will destroy this, jump over. If they can survive, and there's all a lot of ifs here, and take out the big bombs, and whatever hogs are over here, they will have a straight run onto the cannon instead of going over the big bomb. Okay, because the big bomb will be traveled, will be done, then they'll go to the archer. There's a couple of Teslas here, and then whatever they do up here, some will go this way, that way. Now, so I need to take this out as well, so that is a consideration. So that's how I determined the hog pathing. So, and that's important because I had to determine the hog pathing. Okay, so the rest of the attack are pretty similar. Now, I brought the skeleton spell because just in case I needed it to drop it somewhere. Let's have a look at my attack. Now, the skeleton spell could be used for cleanup. Maybe if I don't drop the wizards or archers properly, I can use it to do some cleanup. If I end up in the same situation as before, I can at least drop the skeleton spell and the clan castle in the middle, and it can try and take it out. So that's my logic for the skeleton spell, just as an extra useful tool to try and help take something out if I need it, or to distract something, if I can use it to take out a weapon or distract something. Okay, so here we go. Once the king has been locked on, I go, yep, couple archers, archer tower there. I'll drop a couple hogs on the archer tower. At least it will sustain those things a little bit longer. Now, here come the hogs. Trying to drop it on that top area. There's a bomb. I know there's a bomb up there. So they're the 3 points where I've dropped the hogs. Now, I've got 8 hogs left. Now, I meant only to drop 4 hogs at that bottom point, but I dropped 6. I wanted to keep 4 hogs up my sleeve because I wanted to have 4 hogs for the top mortar area, because I wanted them to take out that top mortar and possibly take out the archer tower as well. Now you can see how the hogs are still pathing almost identical to how I drew them. Some are splitting up. Now here come the CC hogs. Now what I'm hoping here at the moment is that the hogs near the expo can take out the expo and take out the air defense at the same time, but they've got a little bit too sick. Now I also noticed that there we go. I've dropped the mortar hogs to try and take out that mortar before my other hogs come over, and so that task was correct, but I didn't manage to get the air defense down. So there were 2 things that was going on. I didn't think the double bombs would be too survivable if I hit them straight on, but I knew that if I didn't hit them straight on, I could survive, so I wasn't concerned too much about having a heal for them at that point. Now the thing that was concerning me the most were the lava pups, because they can start to take out the hogs pretty quickly, and that's what they were doing. The lava pups do far more damage than a lava hound does. And you can see here that I had the archers for the corner huts. The archer I dropped up the top, of course, got taken out by the mortar up there because the hogs couldn't come in. So there was a little bit of timing thing. So I had to always keep those wizards up my sleeve. And now you can see I've got plenty left in terms of troops, Pekka, everything. So even though those hogs did jump over, and you can see that there's still clan castle hogs in that mix. So that was the general idea. Now pay attention to the Skelly spell in this case as well, because the Skelly spell does actually play another important part. So we'll just play this again now that you know what to look for. And I just want to remind that the tool that I use is called Epic Pen. You can use Sketch if you've got it. You can use Doodle is another one, and I do believe there's a couple of other things like that. It's just I'm using just anything that I can use to follow the hog pathing on the base. And when I noticed that, it was like, oh, I'm pretty sure I can get the hogs around that base in that certain way. Now I was kind of trying to think, 6 hogs, 6 hogs, 6 hogs, 4 hogs, that kind of, I was trying to do that mathematics in my head with the hogs about how I wanted to deploy them. But I got a little bit carried away with dropping those bottom hogs on that cannon, but that wasn't too much of an issue. Now I knew at this stage I only had 2 heal spells left, and I knew that I needed to keep the hogs alive. I probably could have saved that heal spell a little bit longer, but I'm also glad that I didn't, because it still did enable those hogs to take out that Expo. Now here I saw all the pups chasing the hogs, and I thought, oh goodness gracious, I need to keep those hogs alive. They would get smashed by the lava pups. As you can see, that the pups and the cannon took out the hog that was zeroed in on the air defense. So that meant that some of them were going to go across. Now I've dropped the Skelly spell. Do you notice I dropped the Skelly spell on the right hand side up there? So now I've got a Skelly spell and Pekka and all sorts. I'm distracting Teslas. I'm distracting things that are up there with the aid of the Skelly spell. And now I've also got more cleanup troops on the field as well with the aid of the Skelly spell. So there was a possibility maybe I could have dropped the skeleton spell on the air defense first and stopped the hogs from running across there. But that was all going a little bit fast at that moment in time when I was trying to go, yeah, I think I'll drop the Skelly spell up here instead. So that is my planning process on the base after seeing how close the other one went. Bring the extra Valkyries for a little bit of extra killage and tankage as well, so my slightly less healthy Pekka would live longer, and of course it lived fantastically, and the Valkyries did their wonderful job of tanking well as on top of that. And that is my approach to that particular base. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for sticking around. Please leave the video a thumb up, leave the video a comment, even let me know how you would have possibly approached the base a little bit different. Now the question of the day is, seeing as we had the Bacon Buster sort of a bomb, there used to be a base called Bacon Maker. Haven't seen that base in a long time, bit of an internet base, but anyway, seeing as we've got a little bit of bacon, this kind of, it will remind me of the Hog Riders. So what is a Hog Riders, or who is the Hog Riders' favourite actor? Who is the Hog Riders' favourite actor? It is Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.